Oh, hello. Did you know that there is a new set of Magic the Gathering called Commander Legends? Well, there is, and in it, there are many new commanders that you can choose from. Over 10 brand new commanders that you might build a deck around. But which to choose? Well, the way to do this is to research the many potential commanders, discuss with friends, see information that is out there. This is information that is out there, in which I and my staff and my friends have looked over the commanders from Commander Legends, done testing and proxying, and brought to you who we think are 5 of the best new commanders that you might consider building interesting new decks around. This is the process and the premise of this video. Similarly, just as you might consider the following legendary creatures as potential commanders to build a deck around, you might equally consider purchasing a pair of Raycon E25 wireless earbuds if that is what you are in the market for. And in so doing, you may now begin the process of considering whether this product is correct for you. There are many features as potential upsides in considering this product. I shall read them to you now. You can use them so as not to bother roommates, or use them for phone calls. Raycons make a great holiday gift because it's something you can use every day for work or play, at home or on the go. Seamless Bluetooth pairing, Raycon offers their wireless earbuds in a range of fun colors and patterns. They're super comfortable and come with a variety of fit options. So now is the time to get the best prices of the year on Raycons. But hurry, this specific offer is available for a limited time only. So go to buyraycon.com/Tolarian community. Click the link in the description box to get 20% off your Raycon purchase. Thank you, Raycon. And if you are considering a product such as this, then consider Raycon E25 earbuds, as they may be the product that you are looking for. What makes a commander the best? Is it raw power, or perhaps the potential for power? A commander that brings something new and interesting to a design space, doing something no other commander does, or perhaps doing something commanders before have done, but not as well. There are many factors and criteria that we can look at, and of course, any list is highly subjective. Here, we tried to find the best qualities of all these categories in putting together who we think are the best commanders from Commander Legends. First, not one, but 2 honorable mentions. Well, okay, 1 honorable mention, and also just a shout out to a very odd, interesting commander from Commander Legends, Jared Carthillion. We have an entire deck tech around him that you can watch here. This is a really interesting commander and a really interesting build, playing around with the Monarch and politics and just awesome old school lore. So if you haven't seen that video, you can check it out here. But the actual honorable mention of this list is the lost dark sister of Innistrad, Lisa. This is a character that has been hinted at in the lore and we have been tantalized with forever, but the actual mechanics of what she does qualify her for at least this mention. Lisa, and I am 99% sure that's how it's pronounced, Shroud of Dusk is 3 generic, a white and a black for a legendary angel, 5/5 flying lifelink. Now rather than pay 2 for each previous time you've cast this spell from the command zone this game, pay 2 life that many times. Interesting. Whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life. Less interesting. Commander Legends is intended to be a homage to the format and a place to explore new and unusual abilities, and Lisa's unique commander tax reduction ability in the colors that embrace life gain makes for a fantastic example. Instead of deciding between paying for Smothering Tithe or commander tax, you can simply lose 2 life in addition to her casting cost. Her color identity puts you squarely in the best colors for life gain, and Lisa herself has lifelink. Imagine the synergies with your favorite life gain cards, or even with a white-black package that thrives on life total manipulations. Not to mention, Lisa being a 5/5 flyer makes her tougher to get rid of, and she can easily be equipped to have sufficient protection and steal more life away from your opponents. Once she's on the board, you can easily cause your opponents to reconsider any future plays, since she will also be costing them 2 life for any spells they dare to play. She will cause you the same damage, of course, but you'll still be ahead of the game as you swing her out for 5. Even if she's not at the forefront of your deck, Lisa can be a powerful late-game creature in the 99, and that's actually where I think she's going to see most of her play, which is why this is only an honorable mention. But she can bring you back from the brink and keep your opponents in check with her second ability. 5 mana is still a perfectly reasonable cost for a 5/5 flying lifelink creature that also taxes your opponents. Just look at our favorite console of allocation, who costs 1 and a white and a black, and only drains and life gains on non-creature spells. Well, in that regard, I think she's a fantastic addition to most decks in black and white, especially those that are looking to drain your opponents for every move they make. The life gain, unique alternate cost, and taxing abilities make her a worthy consideration for any white-black deck, and cement her place as an honorable mention. But now let's hit the real legendaries of note. Coming in at number 5 on our list is the good, well, not doggo, but chimera of Jeskai, Nostro of the Crags. Nostro, voice of the Crags. A blue, a red, and a white. A 3/3 legendary chimera. I still like to pronounce it chimera, but okay, chimera. And you can tap to choose one, where X is the number of spells you've cast this turn, scry X. Nostro, voice of the Crags, deals X damage to target creature, or you gain X life. Isn't Storm great? I think Storm is great. Should we reward Storm with more things? Sure, why not? Nostro rewards your brilliant spellcasting with an ability that lets you gain an additional benefit of either helping you plan your next moves, clear the path for attacks, or get you back in the game, or even out of reach, by gaining life. An over-the-top artifact Storm combo could run away with spellcasting and shenanigans, only to reap further benefit from a commander that keeps track of all those spells. It can synergize well with Sensei's Divining Top, gain you even more life as a safety net for Aetherflux Reservoir, or any of those low to no cost cast them over and over artifacts. Need even more value from Nostro? Be sure to equip this feisty chimera with a card like Pemin's Aura. Adding Pemin's Aura to activate Nostro's abilities more than once can really change the game. Pemin's Aura can give you 3 different options for the low cost of 1 blue, and you can activate more than one of them at a time, either untapping Nostro, giving it flying, or giving it Shroud, or any combination thereof. In making Nostro's abilities repeatable, you can scry to get the cards you need to enable more shenanigans, clear a path for creatures to get through to your opponents, and put yourself ahead in a life total, all in the same phase of a turn. Nostro appears to be a really powerful legendary that rewards you for packing the action in during your turn. And let's be honest, during everyone else's turn too. There's a lot of potential for a powerful deck with plenty of interaction here, and it's worth exploring with Nostro at the helm. You know what's always struggling in Commander? White. And what else is always struggling in Commander? Boros. And what's underrepresented as a tribe? Dwarves. Yet coming in at number 4 is a commander that ticks off all those boxes and more. It's Reyev, Master Smith. Reyev, Master Smith. 1 red and a white for a legendary dwarf artificer. Whenever an enchanted or equipped creature you control attacks, that creature gains double strike until end of turn. Boros, and especially Boros equipment, has been seeing some serious support this year, and Reyev, Master Smith, is here to continue that trend. Costing only Boros to cast, Reyev is a cheap and flavorful commander that can hit the board early to get you going. Red and white both have boatloads of cheap enchantments that can be piled onto any 1 or 2 drop creature, and obviously there's no shortage of equipment support here either. With so many inexpensive auras and equipment, you can easily make some big threats quickly, with Reyev granting them double strike on attacks. Additionally, there are great synergies to be had with creatures such as Feather the Redeemed, who can let you use instants and sorceries to buff your creatures over and over, to Akiri, Fearless Voyager, who will let you draw cards with your equipped creatures, creatures, and even Nahiri the Lithomancer to make sure you can use and won't lose all that equipment. Reyev, Master Smith, can be a wonderful commander for an aggressive, low CMC deck that hits hard and hits fast. Don't forget your Sunforger. Coming in at number 3 is a commander that's growing in many different directions. It's Kodama of the East Tree. Kodama of the East Tree is 4 generic and double green for 6/6 legendary spirit with reach. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, if it wasn't put onto the battlefield with this ability, you may put a permanent card with equal or lesser converted mana cost from your hand onto the battlefield. And hey, partner, why not? Alright, so this card is incredible. Everything you put on the battlefield comes with a bonus. So long as the card is a permanent, you get 2. Cast 1, get 1 extravaganza. Lands, 2 for 1. Creatures, that's right, 2 for 1. Artifacts, enchantments, you guessed it, 2 for 1. As long as your bonus permanent is of equal or lesser value, you'll be off to the races. Ramp, protection, and getting yourself ahead on the board will all become easier and faster with Kodama of the East Tree. Even better, Kodama has partner, meaning you can add another color or 2 for even more synergy or excitement in the deck. You could partner Kodama with something like Sakashima of 1,000 Faces, or Ravos Soul Tender. Sakashima could copy your most powerful creatures safely, while still giving you another permanent on cast. Not to mention opening up myriad ramp and card draw strategies by putting you in Simic colors. Ravos can grant you recursion and anthem, and access to the benefits that white-black has to offer as well. Kodama of the East Tree can enhance many creature and permanent-based strategies just by being in the 99 as well. Accelerating the amount of permanents you have on the battlefield by getting a bonus permanent of your choosing will serve you well in virtually any deck running with green. A nice way to help power up the 99 of some of the older but still fun commanders like Sapling of Kolfanar, one of my beloved commander decks. We're down to the top 2, and as usual, these 2 are possibly interchangeable with one another on the list. We are talking not just interesting design space, we are talking not just powerhouses, we are not just talking the potential for power, but all of this and more. If I had to put one of these 2 at number 2, it's going to everyone's favorite sci-fi author of yesterday, Larry Niven, available to command your commander deck. Larry Niven, Urborg Tyrant, is 3 generic, a white, a blue, and a black for a 3/6 legendary zombie wizard. Hexproof from artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. When Larry Niven, Urborg Tyrant, enters the battlefield, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token for each creature that died this turn. When Larry Niven dies, you may pay 1. When you do, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. The author extraordinaire himself, Larry Niven, complete with his disc, is here in all his glory for Commander Legends. Kind of monster is this guy, though. Hexproof from artifacts, creatures, and enchantments? What the? Sure, fine, okay. It's worth noting it may be the most beneficial to herald Nev's arrival with a board wipe, that he might arrive with an army of tapped 2/2 zombies at his side. This is an incredible political commander, offering you the chance to wipe the board whenever he dies at the cost of just 1. Just 1 lousy mana. You can absolutely wheel and deal with your opponents if you have a sack outlet. Having a board wipe at the ready can keep your attackers at bay. And don't worry, if he's your commander, you can simply recast him. Additionally, since he has only Hexproof and Shroud, you can still equip and enchant him to your heart's desire. And with a strong recursion package, you can always risk leaving him in the graveyard as well for additional casts that can keep his cost from escalating too quickly. Raise an insurmountable army of zombies and simply wipe the board clean if any battles go against you. So what is the top of our list for commanders from Commander Legends? Well, I gotta say, this is my personal favorite. So I don't know if it's my own subjectivity somehow clouding our data, but the number 1 commander from Commander Legends is none other than the reprint of Baron Sengir himself. Oh my goodness, Gavin Verhey, you took everyone's favorite character from Homelands who had a terrible card, and you gave us an equally disappointing, unplayable commander.
It's Baron Sengir. It's Baron Sengir. Professor, get excited. Everyone out there get excited. Professor, get excited. Everyone out there get excited.
Who the heck wants this. Nobody. What are you going to do with this? Nothing. We even got Pete Venters on the alternate art. And once again, Baron Sengir fans do not get Baron Sengir. It's unbelievable. Come on, you could have made Grixis. You could have made a vampire. You could have made something.
Professor, get excited. Everyone else are getting excited.
Commander Legends 2, or Homelands 2, better have a playable Baron Sengir as commander. You're on notice. But in the meantime, from Commander Legends 1, we are talking a really awesome card. It is one of my favorites from the set, and it's Becca, the Brute Chronologist. Becca, Brute Chronologist, is 1 and Grixis. Ah, Grixis. You'd think Baron Sengir, whose castle makes Grixis, would have been in Grixis to open up possibilities, and okay, calm down. Calm Blue Ocean. She's an ogre wizard. Tap, and the player whose turn it is may end the turn. Now, this is a bit of a heady ability. Ending the turn means exile all spells and abilities from the stack. The player whose turn it is discards down to their maximum hand size. Damage wears off, and this turn and until end of turn effects end. Obeka, a restrictionless sundial of the infinite on a 3/4 body. Obeka's ability seems like one that is going to be exploited and pushed to the limits with every spicy brew imaginable. Coupled with Isochron Scepter and any additional turns, instants, or sorceries, such as Final Fortune or Last Chance, Obeka can shut down a game just by taking her sweet time, turn after turn. Not to mention, creatures like Herald of Leshrac can ramp Obeka players via theft during multiple turns. Keeping a Minamo, School at Water's Edge, or other untap ability handy before any combo is assembled can allow to use her abilities more than once. Politics can play a role here too, should someone try to win the game during another player's turn at instant speed. It'll be interesting to watch this card blossom into combo decks. Time and turn shenanigans and the creative brews that the community comes up with. Right now, we're debating the many ways that we can break this card in Commander, but a few months from now, I have no doubt there is going to be one pure, tried and tested method of overpowering a table with this commander, and I think that she's really going to be the standout of the set in the long haul. I don't actually think there's any commanders in Commander Legends worthy of being banned, but if, out of all of them, I was forced under duress to name the one most likely needing to be banned, I'd bet my money on Obeka, though I don't think she needs to be banned. I'm just saying that to emphasize how powerful she is. She's the one. But now I want to hear from you. What commanders from Commander Legends are you most excited to build a new deck around, and why? Let me know in the comments below. Special thanks once again for the business arrangement by sponsor of this video, Raycon. Now is the time to get the best prices of the year on Raycons, but hurry, this offer is available at a limited time only. Go to buyraycon.com/Tolarian community. Click the link in the description box to get 20% off your Raycon purchase. Thank you, Raycon.